Good morning, my wild and beautiful friends. I'm so glad you're here. So today we're talking that feta and tomato bake pasta sauce that's blowing up TikTok and Instagram. I thought we'd try a vegan version. Let's get started. So I've got myself a block of vegan feta. This is the Voila Life that I'm clearly struggling a little bit to open here. I'm gonna make sure to keep those juices out. If you haven't tried this brand before, the feta is amazing. It does have that zing like feta. It's a little creamier like goat cheese, but I love it. I've never tried to bake it, so this is a bit of an experiment. Just throwing that in the middle of our dish here. And I've got about a package and a half of cherry tomatoes. I'd say 10 to 12 ounces total. I had almost an entire package of these red ones and a few more of these little yellow guys, so I thought I'd add them in for a little color. And then to that, I have got 5 large cloves of garlic that I'm just going to kind of slice in half and distribute throughout the whole dish here. I take that back, I have 7 large cloves of garlic. We measure garlic with our hearts around here. The more, the merrier. So I'm just slicing these up so they'll bake off really well and you can get that flavor throughout the whole dish. And then I'm going to drizzle with probably about 2 tablespoons of olive oil. And as far as seasonings go, I believe fresh is probably best, but we're just working with what we've got in the pantry today. So I'm going to season with a sprinkle of sea salt, some black pepper. I will, of course, type below in the description box the exact amounts I used of everything. So we've got our salt here. We're gonna grind in some fresh black pepper. And then ideally, I think I would next time use some fresh basil, but since we didn't have that, I'm adding a little sprinkling of Italian seasoning as well as some roasted red pepper flakes. And I think between that and the zing of the vegan feta, we're gonna have some really amazing flavor going on here. So there's that Italian seasoning going in. Like I said, the red pepper flakes. You can totally omit these if you don't like spicy, or you can add more if you want them more spicy. So we're just gonna throw this in the oven at 400 degrees for about 25 minutes. You want it to look nice and soft like this. That vegan feta has like entirely browned and melted, and our tomatoes have started to blister. Everything's bubbly and getting oozy. So I'm just gonna go in here and stir around and kind of just pop open those tomatoes so we can get nice and saucy and get all that yummy roasted tomato-ness in with the cheese and the seasonings. I can't tell you how excited I am to try this recipe again with my garden tomatoes in the summer. I can see why this is blowing up the internet. It smells amazing. It looks amazing. It looks a little bit runny right now, but as it started to cool down, it got thicker, so I can see why it'd be such a good pasta sauce. But since everybody on the internet is using it as pasta sauce, I thought I'd try it as a little appetizer dip. So I just put this in a cute bowl and dipped it and dunked it and made sure I got pieces of tomato. I also drizzled a little balsamic on top and it was heaven. And as I said, it thickens as it cools down. So this has been in the fridge overnight and it looks almost like a yummy smear or dip. So I thought that's exactly what I'd use it for, and it was such a good idea. So I've got these oven roasted tofurkey slices. I like this flavor and the peppered flavor the best if you want anybody's opinion. They have a good amount of protein, very good calorie wise. So if you're trying to do the lower carb thing, this is a really awesome idea. So I thought I'd make a couple roll-ups and then do a couple lettuce wraps for you so you can see what it looks like. So satisfying. So I'm just gonna add a little bit of this tomato feta schmear here and a few cucumbers and some heirloom tomato, and I'm just gonna roll it up like a little lunch meat roll up, vegan style. So freaking good. By the way, you should try this. Perfect way to use this leftover pasta sauce if you don't want to use it for pasta sauce at all, or if you just have extra like I did from making a bread dip last night. So now I'm going to not be shy about smearing it into a piece of romaine. Going to add some veggies, and you can totally just stick with the veggies, but I've been trying to add a little bit extra protein in, so I think I'll probably fold in one of those deli slices as well. It'll fill me up real good. But of course I had to try it first. So yummy, so fresh. Seriously, I can't wait to do this with garden tomatoes. It's going to just be next level. So while I'm adding a little tofurkey slice to my little romaine boat here with our feta and tomato bake, I'd love to thank you guys from the bottom of my heart for watching. I hope that you're all staying safe and healthy, and I can't wait to talk to you all soon. Cheers.